It's rather unfortunate, and it saddens my heart whenever we use religion to cause conflict among us or disagreement. Now, these are people that call themselves learned people because now them only be learned, we know be learned. If among lawyers, things like this are happening, then I don't know. It shows that Nigeria is not one. Honestly, we would end up breaking. The Southwest go, the East go, and the North go. Because it's just an issue of El-Rufai. We all know what is happening in that state. That man, the way he has been handling these claims in the southern part of Kaduna. You see, well, I mean, a lot of things. How can such a person be invited who cannot control his own state to come and speak on a topic that concerns the whole world or the nation as a whole? And so it's my own opinion. I believe that religion, don't let the religion divide us. If you are Muslim, you are a Muslim because that's what you believe. If you are a Christian, that's what you believe. So why should we now try to divide ourselves because of religion or whatever it is?
All right.
Please, let us try as much as possible as a nation to remain one, forgetting our religion or religious something. And that's why, like in my own family, we have Muslims, we have Christians, we have traditionalists, and we all live where we don't understand fight or whatever.
Please tell us your name and location, sir.
I pray that Nigeria should remain one. Forget about religion, whatever you
Thank you so much, sir. Your name and location.
We have to let you go.
Hello, sir. Your name and location.
I pray that God will help us as a nation to remain one.
Are you there, sir?
Not divide ourselves because of religion.
Your name, sir.
Your name, sir.
That is what you want. That is your own. Your own belief.
All right. He eventually didn't tell us his name. But that's the show today. Till tomorrow. No. That will be Monday when we come your way again. And of course, Sunday tomorrow, mid-news, 7 p.m. on BCS television. Join us, Dayo and Tola again on People's Parliament as we give you a rundown of the major headlines during the week. Don't miss it. Mid-news, 7 p.m. on BCS television tomorrow. That's it for this week. Mary's in the studio. Where is Messi coming to? Man U, Chelsea.
Where is coming to?
Arsenal.
You people have money now.
Don't mention.
Okay.
Don't mention. I will be glad to welcome him.
Dayo, pretty
we have money. You have said it. We have
you
money.
people have all the money now. But anyways, before you go, curtain raiser today. Arsenal, Liverpool. What happened?
You know now, Liverpool. You want to think about it?
Arsenal fans is coming, no? Come on, hold him.
Up next, 14 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Definitely a whole lot to talk about this morning, all the way from tennis down to Formula One. Also, we've got some coming from you talking about the drama between the NFF and also Rivers United. Well, that one is shaping at the moment. We'll go on this quick break. We'll be right back. Well, good morning to our listeners all over your state and also extension to the whole world. Always a pleasure having you with us and every Saturday. Today, it's time quickly for Saturday edition of Sports Tidbits. Well, special welcome to everyone joining us from Agility FM 92.1, okay, FM 96.3. We're reaching you live from the studios of Oluyole FM 98.5 in the city of Ibadan. Those listening to us on the Facebook streaming live, we say welcome to the show this morning on the website, on Twitter, on Instagram. We're saying welcome to the show. Promises to be exciting and interesting. The First Lady is right here in the house with you. My name is Mary Akinshola. Let's get straight to business. Okay, start up now with the U.S. Open. A whole lot of drama went down yesterday talking about the Western and Southern Open semi-final games. And also later tonight at the Cincinnati Masters, the ATP 1000 event. Well, Novak Djokovic had to leave it later to defeat Roberto Bautista Agut. Also, Milos Raonic, the Canadian, got the better of a Greek god now, Stefano Tsitsipas. Huge one right there. The finals will be coming up later today, and that's going to be between Novak Djokovic, world number one, and Milos Raonic, who is the 6th seed in this competition. Moving straight to the women's corner now, it's going to be finals today. That will be between Naomi Osaka and also Victoria Azarenka. Something interesting right there. Everyone should look forward to. Don't forget that 31st of August, the US Open will kick off, and that will be a Flushing Meadows. Everyone getting set for that one. Promises to be very interesting. A whole lot coming in right from there. 18-time Grand Slam champion, talking about Martina Navratilova. She's come out to say that, in our opinion, she does not think now that the fact that some of the big wigs will not be playing at the US Open, she doesn't think that it's going to affect how everyone values all the titles that will be won at the US Open this season. So everyone is talking about it, but there are various opinions if you would look at this issue discreetly. Of course, we will be having Simona Halep. There will be no Bianca Andreescu. Also, no Rafael Nadal, who is the defending champion. Also, Roger Federer is out due to an injury. Kei Nishikori also has pulled out of this tournament. Most of the big guys have pulled out of this tournament. But of course, we should still be seeing the likes of Tsitsipas, likes of Zverev. Also, we should see Raonic. We still see Daniel Medvedev and the rest of them. Naomi Osaka, Serena Williams. All those big wigs also will still be a part of proceedings. But in your opinion, do you also agree with Navratilova? Is the fact that some of the top guys not been around, will it still affect how you would see the US Open for 2020? Well, straight away from there, down to basketball. News coming in from the NBA. NBA lovers, brace up for this one. Well, I can assure you that today the NBA playoffs will be resuming. So it's good news. Don't forget that the playoffs were suspended after the players refused to play because of the shooting that happened to Jacob Blake right there in the United States of America. It was their own form of protest over there. So the players have now spoken to the NBA. Everyone has come back to the negotiation table. Players have agreed that they will be coming back to resume the playoffs. So many people have talked about the fact that most of the big teams in the playoffs this season are the ones who are actually at the forefront of this battle against racial injustice in the United States of America. But I think it's, at the end of the day, it's a good thing to see that all the drama, all the fireworks, all the highlights that we have always been looking forward to talking about this year's US Open, this year's NBA playoffs, all of this we will still have with us at the end of the day. Don't forget, teams to look out for this season. Like we've always said, Miami Heat look like this is the year for them to finally get their hands on those rings. Also, it looks like Toronto Raptors have a whole lot to do this season too. Not forgetting Milwaukee Bucks. They have been impressive so far. Teams also like LA Clippers, LA Lakers. These are the teams also that everyone is talking about. It's going to be interesting, but then it's going to be pretty also interesting and huge to see the NBA playoffs resume. Well, straight away from there now to Formula One. Don't forget that the Bahrain Grand Prix will be happening from the 29th of November down to the 6th of September. But Formula One has news for everybody as far as this race is concerned. They have said that these two races will not be happening at the same grid. Now, there will be a different grid for the first race, and there will be another grid for the second race. Everyone is looking forward to this one because the second grid, now the grid they want to use for the second race is a new grid. It hasn't been used to before. They call it an open circuit. It's and also another huge difference to the Bahrain Grand Prix for this year is the fact that it's going to be happening in daytime compared to the nighttime we always watch the Bahrain Grand Prix. A whole lot of changes has come to the Formula One this season due to the coronavirus pandemic. Don't forget that formerly we're thinking we would only have 8 races for this year, but as it stands now, 17 races has been confirmed for this year. Big ups to Chase Carey for all he has done to make sure that something definitely happens to this 2020 F1 season. They're able to make something meaningful out of the season, so everyone would expect to see how that one will happen. But for this weekend, we should be having the Belgian Grand Prix. We had FP1, FP2 yesterday. Mercedes left. They led FP1 yesterday. Then later in the evening during FP2, it was all a show about Max Verstappen and his Red Bull crew. Huge one right there for them. Of course, Daniel Ricciardo, surprisingly of Renault, he was second at FP2 yesterday. Although Lewis Hamilton has come out to say that he enjoys the fact that the guys are pushing up. But then today should be qualifiers, and then tomorrow we should have the race proper at the Spa-Francorchamps. Okay, moving straight away now from Formula One back here in Nigeria. Start off with football. We'll be talking about the quagmire. That's LFF going up against the Rivers United. These two have been at loggerheads for a very, very long time. But I think matters have now moved on to the next level. Now, yesterday, LFF wrote to Rivers United officially telling them that in the past few days, there has been some statements accredited to people affiliated with them trying to disparage and also discredit the NFF, and the NFF has given them an ultimatum, 48 hours. They have 48 hours to withdraw all those statements and also tender a public apology to NFF. NFF says failure to do this means that they would be dealing with the situation according to what is laid down in the statutes of the NFF. It's going to be pretty interesting. Don't forget, the case at hand is the fact that Rivers United say they deserve to go to the Champions League instead of the CAF Confederations Cup. Meanwhile, NFF, LMC are saying that, in their opinion, they feel that Plateau United and Enyimba should be the people going to the Champions League at the end of the day. It's going to be pretty interesting. Rivers United have 48 hours. If they will be doing what the LMC wants in 48 hours, we'll get to see. Or if they would ignore and then probably wait to see the consequences, you also get to see how that one will turn out. But it doesn't look good at the end of the day for Nigerian football. All this going up and down, all this bickering, this back and forth. We expect to have the league on our hands right now. We don't expect to be fighting about who would be going to what at this point in time. Well, while some are busy fighting now about who goes where, some are in the transfer markets getting some good deals done, trying to prepare for the next season. Well, some transfers, of course, have been made already. Even Rivers United are also trying to add huge guys to their ranks in preparations for the 2020-2021 MPFL season. Well, some of the transfers gone so far. Olufemi Ajayi moved from Abia Warriors down to Rangers International of Aba. Abubakar Hassan from Wiki Tourist to Enyimba. Jide Fatoko left Sunshine Stars to Kwara United. Well, of course, the talk about Sunshine Stars so far, everyone is leaving, nobody's coming in. Everyone is wondering what exactly will Sunshine Stars will be relying on for next season. I think that is going to be pretty interesting. Bashir Abdul Rahman, he has moved now from Enyimba down to join Plateau United. Edafe Vincent, one of the best goalkeepers in the MPFL, I can say that one has moved from Dakar down to Abia Warriors. Gambo Muhammad, we will call that one a veteran as far as the MPFL is concerned. He has moved down from Katsina United also to join Wiki Tourist. Tassil Lawal of Katsina United, of course, so many people remember this young man. He is one of the most prolific strikers you can talk about when it comes to the MPFL. He has made a move now from Katsina United also down to Wiki Tourist to join Usman Abdallah's team over there. Kamal Sikiri also moved from Kwara United to Wiki Tourist. Olorunle Kyojo has left Sunshine Stars for Abia Warriors. Godwin Aguda also has joined Rivers United. Tosin Omoyele, in the coming days, everyone is expecting that he would announce where he is going to. Infayana Mena also has left Enyimba this time for Rivers United. Well, all of this buying and selling as far as the NPFL is concerned, everyone is expecting that at the end of the day, something actually pays off. We get to see stronger teams in the NPFL. We get to see much more interesting matches when the NPFL does resume. Well, moving on straight from there to the international scene. Start off from Victor Osimhen. Well, that man was bought by Napoli to score goals, and I can assure you, he's already scoring the goals. Now, yesterday, 8 minutes, he scored a hat-trick for Napoli in a friendly against Serie D side that's Castel di Sangro. But it's a huge one for the young man, talking about building up his confidence going into the majors when the league does resume properly, and also competing in Europe too. Top lad, we will call him, and we wish him all the best in his endeavors. Okay, still dropping at the international scene, but it's more African now, where I think the talk so far has been Didier Drogba versus the Ivorian FA. And now, Didier Drogba's hopes of becoming the next president of the Ivory Coast Football Federation, that's the FIF, could be restored, as FIFA has requested the suspension of all activities relating to the elections until it has received various documentations. Now, concerned that the electoral process may not be free and fair, football's governing body, that's FIFA, has requested that FIF's Electoral Commission send the 5 files by Friday, 28th August 2020 at the very latest. That was yesterday. So we expect that at this point in time, the FIF has sent those documents to FIFA. Well, FIFA wrote to the Electoral Commission on Thursday through its Secretary General Fatma Samora, the same day that Didier Drogba was rejected as a candidate. Well, on Thursday, Didier Drogba was rejected as a candidate because in the words of the Electoral Commission, those who wrote that they were backing Didier Drogba for the candidacy, he needs 8 people to back him for the candidacy. He needs 8 associations to back him for the candidacy, and 2 out of those 8 that he said were backing him had already given their support to somebody else. Of course, the FIF told Didier Drogba that he has 5 days to appeal. Right now, we don't know if he has appealed yet or not, but FIFA has said that all activities surrounding that Electoral Commission, surrounding the presidency, surrounding the election, should be stopped, should be suspended at the moment. So we got to see how that one will play out. Don't forget that if we'd go by what the people are saying over there in Ivory Coast, now majority of the people want him to be the next president of the Football Association, but he would have to get past their present first vice president and the third vice president. That's talking about Sori Diabate and also Yassine Idris Diallo. So in the coming days, it's going to be pretty interesting seeing if some people would say probably FIFA is interfering in what is going on at the FIF. Does FIFA have the right to bring its nose into these issues? We'll get to see at the end of the day. But FIFA is the world's football governing body, so I think it is just right for them to step in when they see that something is not going the way it should. Okay, right now let's talk about the pandemic that has been ravaging the world, and it looks like it is going to be a big deal going into the new football season all over Europe. Of course, Mikel Arteta came out yesterday while talking to newsmen. He expressed his sadness and also his fear about the fact that coronavirus might just again disrupt activities in the coming season. Talking about the English Premier League, don't forget that Paul Pogba tested positive for coronavirus, is in self-isolation. Tanga and Ndombele of Tottenham Hotspur also tested positive. Going down to the French League One, Alma of Olympique Lyon also tested positive to coronavirus. He was unable to be a part of the game against Dijon last night. Right there, Memphis Depay also getting goals for Olympique Lyon in that one. Chelsea also have stopped their training because some of the players are in isolation. Going down to Italy, AS Roma have 4 players presently in isolation after they tested positive to coronavirus. So the big scare, especially for those who went on break, for those who went on holiday abroad, is the fact that when they come back, there's a huge possibility they might have contracted the virus. So everyone is looking at how exactly they bring things down, how exactly they slow things down to make sure that no one is affected adversely at the end of the day. But the new season is going to be pretty interesting. Don't forget that today we should be having the curtain raiser that's talking about the Community Shield. Don't though some people would say it's not a trophy, well, so some other people, it's definitely a trophy. It's going to be Liverpool, that's the champions of the English Premier League 2019-2020 season, going up against Arsenal. They are the champions of the FA Cup 2019-2020 season. Those two will be going head to head. Well, finally, before we go, let's talk some transfer stories. Of course, as Chelsea fans already know that Malang Sarr is now a part of the Stamford Bridge team. Also, they brought in Thiago Silva. That was yesterday on a 1-year contract. Also, Roberto has now left. Roberto has left West Ham all the way to Real Valladolid. Also, to some more transfer stories, Wolverhampton Wanderers has talked about the fact that they will be bringing in Matt Doherty into the squad. A huge one right there. Also, Dean Henderson has signed a long-term contract right there with Manchester United. Eberechi Eze also has moved in with Crystal Palace. All of those transfer stories right here. Well, tomorrow afternoon by 3 p.m. we will be right here with you to discuss now the review of the curtain raiser and also take a quick preview into what to expect into the new Premier League season, how coronavirus might be affecting it, and also we'll talk at length about all the NPFL transfers we have had going into the new NPFL season. At 3 p.m. tomorrow, we'll be right here with you. But for this morning, special thanks to everyone who was a part of production. Special thanks to all of you also listening for Modulation FM 92.1, OK Go FM 96.3 on the website, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm saying thank you so much for being a part of the show. Always, don't forget that sports is so much important. Always support it. My name is Miracle Shala. Bye for now.
Sports and entertainment, we got everything you need and so much more, yeah. 98.5 FM, Oluyole. 98.5 FM. Hear me now, to your dial to the #1 station. And you get even quality information. Brighten up your day in so many ways. Tune to 98.5 FM.
You're still locked onto Oluyole 98.5 FM. The time is 10 minutes before 8, and I welcome you to our commercial world.
Papa John, I am afraid. Have you heard of coronavirus?
Yes, I have heard. But you can get it through contact with a person who may have the virus or live in an area with ongoing spread.
That is the problem. Before you know a person has it, you may have already gotten it.
That is why we must stop the spread.
How?
Do not shake anybody's hand and avoid touching people. Do not touch surfaces such as rails or stairs, public door handles, etc. In case you do, wash your hands properly with soap or use a sanitizer. Avoid crowded places and practice physical distancing at all times.